Hi everyone, this is Andrea with Adventures and Dreams, and I'm bringing you a short series of all of my backpacks that I have. You've seen me with a few of them on my trips before, but not with this one yet. This is the Osprey Kyte 36, and I use it mainly for rock climbing. This backpack has quite a lot of features for its size. It's really quite impressive, which is why I bought it. You can really compare it to some of the bigger ones that are out there for the backpacking trips for a whole weekend or even a whole week. But this one is just a 36 liters, so you really don't go too far with it. Maybe on a very lightweight trip. Let's look at all of the features in detail. Here we have the hip belt and how to close it and how to tighten it. It's also very easy to loosen it again with the buckles on each side. They work really well and are easy to reach at all times. Pretty standard is the strap adjustment here on the shoulder straps. What I don't like too much is the adjustment for the sternum strap. It's a little bit tight, but you really set this up one time and then you're good to go anyway. You close it up pretty easily and tighten it. Also notice that you have a whistle there for emergencies. One thing it doesn't have is a little bit of an elastic band inside to make it stretchable. The hip belt pockets, there are two of them. They fit my iPhone X pretty easily. One thing I want to note with them is that the zipper is not easy to open with one hand. You really need two hands for it because the zipper is kind of in a bent shape, I guess. But it fits a lot of stuff in there. You can attach your hiking poles on these little straps there. I haven't tried this yet, so I'm not sure how well it works. And here we have the back panel. It has some design for the airflow. It's cushioned with some kind of, some kind of rubber. It's hard to say. And to adjust the straps, you have a Velcro panel that you loosen up inside, and then you can push the straps up and down. The Velcro is kind of hard to loosen up, and I actually scratched up my hand quite a bit doing this. You can see this in a moment how my hand looks like. Look at this, all scratched up, and this was at the beginning of my shoot, and then I had to deal with this for the rest of my shoot. But it's okay, it worked okay. You set this up one time and that's it. The padding on the shoulder straps could really be a little bit better. It's one of the worst paddings I've seen. It also has stabilizer straps on the shoulders there to kind of pull the weight in a little bit. The mesh pockets on both sides work quite well. They stretch super easy. You can put things in and out really quickly, and the mesh helps dry things out quickly too if you have condensation. And I like to test this with my tent poles as well, because on my other backpacks, that's where I carry them. The front mesh pocket is also super stretchable. You can really put jackets and other things in there. We also have some gear loops to attach carabiners and little things on them. They're not too bad. The hood pocket is pretty big, but the zipper could be longer, could maybe reach around the corner. It's kind of small for the size of the pocket. On the inside of the hood you have a mesh pocket that's pretty big as well, and also a clip for your key or other items there. The hood is fixed, so you can't actually adjust the height of it. We also have a zipper to access the inside of the pack. It's on the side, and once you remember to undo all the straps first, it's actually a pretty easy access. I never use this because I just pull everything out from the top for my rock climbing, but if you use it for camping, it might be pretty cool. We also have some gear loops for ice axes and other items, and also straps at the bottom to maybe put some poles or a mattress or something. I use this all the time for a rubber mattress that I have for climbing to step on with my climbing shoes. There's also what we normally call a sleeping bag compartment at the bottom. Of course it's too small for a sleeping bag, but you can put a lot of other things in there, like toiletries, maybe shoes or a wet jacket. It also has a divider that you can loosen up, so you have the entire inside as one compartment. It's easy to loosen that up, but I actually had a problem putting it back in place because I didn't pay attention to how I undid the strap. And then I fumbled around for quite a while to get it back in place, and you'll see this here. I'll speed it up in my video so you can see the entire process of me doing it and undoing it. So my other backpacks really had a much better way of solving this problem of reattaching the divider in there. Out of the 3 of them that I have, this one was the worst. But again, you really just do it one way or another. I hardly ever change this at all on any of my backpacks. It's quite easy to open up the top of the backpack just by one quick pull. And the same closing, you can almost do this one-handed. It has a special kind of plastic thing there to keep it tight. One downside of these special pieces is that if it ever breaks or you lose it for some reason, it would be harder to replace. One of my favorite features of this backpack is the water bladder compartment, which is on the outside. It's super easy to refill the water bladder. It's easy to get it in there. It doesn't take up any space from your backpack. And it's super quick to put it together. You don't have to loop it through a hole in your backpack. Like, this is truly the best solution I've seen. Now let's look at the rain cover. I actually was lucky enough to have some rain on the afternoon of my shooting this at my apartment there. And so yeah, the rain cover comes out at the bottom pocket, and you can also take it off completely if you want to from a little strap. I actually wanted to turn it around here and put the closing piece at the top, but then the logo would be upside down. So I attached it again the way it's supposed to be and just pulled it over my backpack pretty easily, really. The one thing I don't like about this is that the closing or the tightening mechanism is at the bottom of the backpack, which normally you stand up to put this over, and now you have to kind of pull your backpack around and close it up like this. It's not the greatest solution, I think. So So here, this is at the bottom to tighten it up. And that little strap there attaches to the inside of the pocket. And it fits over everything really well. It's very elastic, covers it nicely. And yeah, it's of course waterproof. I used it in the rain a couple of times already. So yeah, overall I'm super happy with this backpack. It's perfect for quick day hikes where you need more gear. Maybe you take some picnic stuff, or you go climbing, or you go on a super lightweight camping trip. It's a perfect backpack that has a ton of features for its size. My favorite feature is the hydration compartment at the outside of the pack, and my least favorite is the lack of padding on the straps. One last thing, this backpack has been updated, the model. I'll have the link down below, but I'm not making any money off of it. It's just for your convenience so you can find it easily. That's it for this video, for this review of the Osprey Kyte 36, but I have 3 more videos coming. One is for my North Face backpack for the Terra 55, and the other one for my Deuter backpack Air Contact Pro 65+15. In the last video I'm going to compare some of the features of all 3 backpacks, which things I like most and which things I didn't like so much. But that will be the conclusion of this backpack series. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you want to see more videos, especially of trips of mine where I use these backpacks, check out my channel. I have some really cool locations that I filmed that last year and the beginning of this year before the quarantine. So enjoy those videos. I hope you will subscribe to my channel if you like it. Take care guys, and be safe.